This is KRQE News 13 with Dick Niffing and Diane Anderson.
She's got the lights, radar gun, and a real gun. And she's pulling people over.
But the problem is, no, it was me. But the problem is, she is not a cop. State police say she, who actually used to be a he, is now in big trouble. News 13's Alex Tomlin has the 911 call a driver made after she pulled him over. Alex?
Dick, Mika Gordon has been patrolling her neighborhood near Santa Fe for months. She was told to knock it off, but she didn't listen. Gordon has made herself known to neighbors in El Dorado over the past few months. A neighbor who didn't want to go on camera told us he had this run-in with Gordon.
She actually did pull me over and said, you know, don't go too fast. There's children around here. I'm with the neighborhood watch.
Neighbors who complained to the sheriff say Gordon would often stand on this street and point a radar gun at them that they thought was a firearm. Or sometimes she'd yell at them for not having their dogs on a leash. Outcry from neighbors in July prompted Santa Fe County Sheriff Greg Solano to send Gordon a letter telling her to knock the antics off. But she didn't. In August, she pulled a driver over on Old Pecos Trail.
Santa Fe 911, where is your emergency?
The man who was pulled over claims Gordon was driving erratically and even shouted at him that he did not use his turn signal. He stopped his car and approached her.
I said, let me see some ID. He said, I'm retired. He had like an NYPD, an old uniform patch in the front window.
The patch wasn't the only cop gear Gordon was reportedly sporting.
Claiming to be a police vehicle. It has a megaphone on it, has blue lights and an antenna.
When the driver called her out for being a fake,
it's alleged that Mika Gordon placed her hand on her firearm that she carries with her.
Gordon does have a concealed carry permit, but her Glock is just one more thing police say she was trying to use to look like the real deal.
Mika Gordon refused to answer the question of what agency or even show any kind of identification of where she allegedly worked for a law enforcement agency.
Police did some checking. She was a volunteer officer in New York, but her main duty was directing traffic when called on.
Gordon was never a sworn officer in the East Coast.
Lieutenant Garcia says Gordon was carrying a homemade ID card that said she was with State Police Special Investigations. A grand jury charged Gordon with impersonating an officer, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, that's for reaching for her gun, and reckless driving. I knocked on her door tonight, but her husband told me they were not interested in talking. Dick, back to you.
Okay, Alex, this is not the first time that Gordon has been in the news. In 2000, she caused quite a stir when she took a year off from her job, a year off with pay from her job as a New York school teacher, to have a sex change to become a woman.